What is going on, TSP Nation, and welcome to another episode of TSP, episode 167. This week, we have a great guest, friend of show, instructor of communication, and a faculty advisor for Findley University's radio station, 88.3 WLFC, Alex A.D. Davis. We discuss his chase for a PhD, his love for teaching and molding minds, his interest in writing children's books, and we throw it back from 12 years ago, an elevated music video. We go around the mill with a couple of topics. X-Men 97 trailer. Taco Bell is bringing some bangers to its menu in 2024. NCAA 25 is officially official. D-Low Ladder Challenge died in day 5. But will it come back? A confirmed case of the bubonic plague is in Oregon. And we wrap it all up with everyone's favorite news segment, TSP Tiers, and we are joined by AD in ranking 90s cartoons. All this and more on episode 167 of TSP. If you like this episode, be sure to give us the thumbs up, like, comment, and share. Show some love in the comments as well. Give us some suggestions for future tiers in the segments of TSP Tiers. And as always, give us a follow at TSP_2019 on all of our socials. That's Instagram, TikTok, X, and YouTube. It would really mean a lot to us if you can do that for us, because as always, it helps us with the algorithms to get out to more listeners and viewers out there. But for now, enjoy the show.
You are now tuned in. You are now tuned in. You are now tuned in. You are now tuned. You are now tuned in to the TSP. Got the game in our hand like a PSP. Bob Dylan Joe, one hell of a show. All them other podcasts, let it go. That y'all recording, born, gotta snore. TSP hitting like teeth early in the morning. Been doing all things since 2019. Pay respect, bow down, baby, kiss the ring. Take a second, enjoy the moment. You witnessing greatness. Still welcome if you new, forgiving your lateness. You streaming in your car, then let it ride. If you on the YouTube, like the video, subscribe. You are now tuned in to the TSP. You are now tuned in to the You are now tuned in. You are now tuned in to the TSP.
Yes, sir. TSP episode 167. I'm your host, Bobby Hall, and with me, as always, my co-host, Dylan Savage. And unfortunately, this week, it's the spirit of Joe the Greek. Dylan, how we doing, my man?
Doing good. Let's center us out there for a second. There we go. We are feeling good on this Sunday morning.
Yes, sir. Yeah, unfortunately, Joe is a little under the weather, fighting what sounds like some flu-like symptoms. So told him, probably good to sit this one out, and we'll get him back next week. But that sucks. It seems like everyone's getting sick right now, man. My kids have been battling stuff last few weeks on and off, and yeah, man, not a good time.
Yeah, ear infections are a muck with children because, they just drain and then it just gets back there easily, I guess. I don't know. Like my daughter, my oldest, she's had like 2 ear infections in 2024 already. We're only in February. So it's like, yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, no good. And then I'm dealing with some rough bedhead today. As you can see, I try to fuck with it, but I wanted to clear that. I'm not trying to look like some 90s, pop sensation or something. I did try to fix that, but it ain't working. But it is what it is. Actually. We'll roll through.
Give yourself credit.
Could be worse. Yeah, but, I mean,
100%.
it just looks like I put hair gel in here, but that's just
use that sexy hair powder.
Yeah, but good week, man. Good week. We released the vlog, and that got great reviews, good reception, and good views. I was excited, man. I was a little nervous because this is the first time I ever did it, and I filmed it and edited it, and like I said, it could have been better, but for a first time, thing, I think it turned out great. It was a fun watch, and yeah, man, it seems like a lot of people agree. So people were saying, and I don't know who some of those people are that comment on our shit, but it's cool anyway. But that they like the vlog, want to see some more things. So I was thinking maybe like a quarterly TSP trip, you know what I mean? Where we got plenty of time to plan something out, and maybe we can check out some, I don't know, Michigan or somewhere where there's maybe some kind of central point or whatever. We can vlog it, and it'd be cool. I was also told by a few people that are familiar with the Cincinnati area that the Eastgate location is the one we need to check out, because I guess it's set up as a more traditional grocery store type thing. So maybe it's a little less monotonous and maybe a little easier to find stuff, because Remy and all his friends, they released their videos this week, and there's just so much shit we missed, dude. It's nuts. And we were there for 3 hours.
Well, yeah, there was times where we were walking and we felt like we were making some progress around the store and exploring, and like 30 minutes later we were right back where we started. We like did a circle. It was like a maze in there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's huge, man. As soon as you think you're at the end of the store, you turn another corner and it's a whole other big ass apartment and stuff. And I think towards the end, it got busier and busier. We're getting hungry, and I think we kind of just rushed around a little bit at the end. But still, it was a great time, and I'd like to go back and check out the other one, and kind of hopefully do a little more in depth, shopping or whatnot. I mean, I still got plenty of shit. I mean, Lord knows that I spent $200 and a bunch of sauces and seasonings and stuff. But
Yeah.
have you christened the skillet yet?
I have not. Kristen, sitting on the
Okay,
counter.
yeah,
Haven't had a use for it yet. So when I do, I'm gonna have to maybe it has to be something good, right? Like it has to be
Well, make
some
sure, like
sort
I
of
told you,
steak.
it does say pre-seasoned on there, but make sure you Google. You're gonna want to season that yourself. Take a high temp oil, rub it around there, and then you kind of toss it in your oven, and it seasons it, and then keeps it non-stick and all that good stuff. Just protects it. Keeps
Okay,
it
I'll
long
have to do
lasting.
that.
That's the way to go. But
Now, when you hand wash it, I'm not gonna have to season it every time I need to use it, right?
no, not necessarily. So I mean, after you'll be able to see in there, like if you're seeing it's looking a little spotty or whatnot, just toss it in there. But I mean, it's such an easy process that if you have to, it's fine. But no, you'll be good to go. And then yeah, the more you cook in it, the more seasoned it's gonna be, and more flavor you're gonna have in that thing. It's a great thing to have. I got 2 of them, and I love those things, man. They're great.
They're fucking heavy too. They could be like a home defense weapon.
Yeah, you could fuck somebody's life up with that. But yeah, that's the plan, man. Some future trips, vlogs. We'll get with Joe here when he's feeling a little better, and try to plan something out. What was it, February? So maybe some kind of like late spring something.
Yeah.
Forever.
Great reviews. Had great feedback. They want to see
Yeah.
more of it. I don't know if quarterly's
That's what
gonna be
I'm
enough for them, but we're working men over here. All right. We don't just do this
That's why I
podcast
say
for living.
quarterly, because it's like one.
Yeah.
It's obviously there's your kids involved. Wives aren't going to be wanting
Right.
us going on trips every weekend and
Exactly.
whatnot. And then like it was just it was tedious as fuck to edit that video down. You know what I mean? So having to do that, and there's people I was giving props up to those guys. Number 6 with Cheese, like they're putting videos out 5 days a week, every single week, and they're like 10 minutes long and stuff, and like they're pros at it. So they're doing stuff I couldn't even fathom doing.
Well, get this too. That was your first one you've ever done. So
right.
The more you do, the more like already templates you already have made. So it's really just like at that point when you're making as much as they are, it's just like copy and paste the templates. So like every video kind of has like the same feel to it. They have like their role with it. So you're not doing what you did. You're not doing that every single time. Like when I produce these podcasts, I already have templates made out and have like a pretty much a sequence of events that the post-production's narrowed down from. Like when we first started, could have been like our first episode ever, 4 hours long to post-product. Now it's down. I can get it done within an hour for like 2-hour episodes and stuff. So
yeah. And I found, because I try to mess with that program you told me about. It just seemed like, well, I think if I would have uploaded it, there's like a watermark and you had to pay X amount for whatever. So I'm like amazed. Oops, my bad. With like just how much shit you can do on your iPhone, and just this like the iMac, like the iMovie was incredible. That ended up being what I did to use to edit the vlog, and just like the actual footage itself, like this little ass phone here is pumping out 4K, quality video, and it's pretty cool, man. Who would have thought, man? You can do more than just scroll Twitter.
Twitter, TikTok, and 4K videos.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens, but we'll definitely keep you guys updated. Obviously, I want to go somewhere that we haven't been, whether it be could just be like a food spot or something along those lines, like some store or some shit. I wouldn't mind. I've never been to IKEA, so that'd be kind of a cool spot to check out. Or I think there's like a, I think we passed two on the way to Jungle Gym's, like a
There's one right
what is
off
it,
there
out
at
like
right off 19, exit 19
yeah,
on Union.
yeah, yeah. There was the outlet mall. So that'd be kind of another thing
Oh yeah.
cool to check out. Just some kind of day trip or whatever, because it was fun too, man. Had a shit ton of laughs, and obviously I'm getting a lot of messages about the weed whacker. So Dylan, you got a whole new set of fans and stuff that are clamoring for the next sound, man. So maybe next week you'll have to come with whatever that week's sound of the week is.
Gotta drum something up for sure. Yeah, I saw that comment. That there's an impressive weed whacker sound. So I've been working on it
I'm
since
pretty
I
sure I
was
know
7.
who that is too. I think that might be our guy, Paul Tip, that said that.
Nice.
So shout out to him for that.
And if it is, if I'll teach him how to do the weed whacker sound, if he could teach me how to spin pillows on my fingers. So
that's a good trade off. I bet
Yeah.
he'd be willing to do that. So, but before we dive in with our guest and whatnot, I just want to do a quick review. Taco Bell dropped their new item. It's a chicken crispinata, which is like their take on an empanada, which usually, I don't know, it's kind of like a dessert thing, I believe. Like at least the ones they used to sell is like apple cinnamon or whatever. It's almost like one of those remember them like fruit pies kind of thing. Kind of like that, where they'll put something inside the shell, they'll deep fry it and whatnot. So now they're doing that with like chicken, cheese, comes with a side of spicy ranch. And I went and tried it, and dude, it was phenomenal, man. Me and
Really?
Matt Schmees were talking about it. It might be the best thing to have on their menu to this date. But here's the problem: that bitch is $4. Shocker. I mean, it's Taco Bell.
Ain't
So
that bad.
I still gave it an 8.4 out of 10. Maybe you can pull up a pic here, Dylan, but kind of show everyone. But yeah, it's just the price point. This is something that should be like $2, but you're paying $4 for. So I wouldn't necessarily get it every time based off the price alone, but the actual taste, flavor, etc. was off the chain, man. So that's definitely something you at least got to try once to see for yourself. But yeah, warning, it's like $4. So it's just nuts, man. Taco Bell. That should be, they should have that in their new $3 menu. That's where that thing should live, not $4.
And that's what they just came out with, like a new value menu.
Yeah.
So you're saying the size doesn't fit the price?
No, I mean it was small. It's like 1/16 of Drake. So for those of you,
more of like a more of like a Fire Stick remote as opposed to a universal.
yeah. 100%.
Oh shit, that was a great comparison. You were like, it's like a universal remote made out of kinetic sand.
Yeah, man. Twitter, dude. They just, like I said, you didn't even have to go search for it. It's just in your face. Pause.
It must have got taken down because I didn't get to it. But I mean, your description, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a car dealership, like wacky inflatable tube man. Just yeah.
Damn it, dude. Yeah, he's got it all.
Straight up. Are we saving, because we had a great time? It was a solid week. Thanks to you, I made some coin. Are we saving the ladder for the mill?
Yeah, we'll discuss it in the mill.
All right. I'm ready. So what are we thinking? Tuesday? You coming back with it?
That's when the NBA kicks back off, right?
I think it's Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably bring it back. Got to. You got to. After a good run, I mean, see what we can do, and maybe change up the rules a little bit, like you were saying, withdraw at a certain day, and then kind of go forward still after that. It wouldn't be 10K to 10 days, but at the end of the day, when you
I
still
think I'm gonna do
profit.
it last time, man, because this week I don't know. I've just been tailing the right people. I've been making the right choices. I'm still up money wise. So it's been a good because Barstool they just joined up with DraftKings, so they have a whole little tab now where you can follow like their people. They'll post their bets and shit, and they got some heaters in there, man. So it's been a good week. So I think what I'll do is probably start with 25 again and see where it goes.
And this is what you were talking about, I believe. Bad quality, but
yeah. I mean, StreamYards, but that's what it is, man. And your little spicy ranch there, it was great, dude. And I got one that was fresh. It was so good, but it's just way too small for what you're paying for, man. So, but
and I have a feeling, you know it's going to be good when they say it's limited time.
Yeah.
They always give the best stuff for a limited time. I don't. You could be the best restaurant all year round. Why only choose a couple days or a couple months? I don't get it.
No, they probably don't want to, because people probably come to the counter and be like, "What the fuck? This is $4?" Like, all right, we're only gonna run this for a couple weeks and let's get the fuck out of here with that. But
that's fair.
I celebrated the big 3-5.
You did.
Ago. So 35, man. I just am entering my mid 30s. Time's flying, dude. Time is flying, and it's just I don't know. We've been reflecting a little bit. Just my mind's always going all sorts of ways, but it's just I don't know. It's cool. Like life's pretty solid. I got my family and I love them, and good job and everything. But of course, my brain, I take the right turn into like the dark part of it, where it's just like, well, I'm 35, and we're starting to enter the age where your family is just, everyone's starting to get up there. If I'm getting up there age, obviously parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, etc., like they're getting up there too. So it's just like you just start to think about that kind of shit. Like you're gonna eventually start getting to the point where you're gonna start losing those guys. But I don't want to go totally dark there, but that's just, I don't know. Driving in a truck and shit, you're solo, so you, at least my brain works. It's just I'm thinking about everything. So we celebrated a little bit. Friday. Got some good presents from the kids and Tori. They added to the collection behind me, so that was cool. I think I'm getting more toys now than I did when I was fucking 12, so that's pretty cool. And then yesterday, I went up to Novi, Michigan with my mom, my brother, and the two kids. We hit up this Japanese restaurant, and then next door to that is a Japanese grocery store, which is cool. So grabbed some stuff there. My brother paid for lunch, which was cool. It was just a nice little day trip. Novi's a little over an hour away, so enjoyed some time with family and came back. Been chilling. So I got a new grill ordered. Very excited about this, Dylan.
Okay.
Because I've had 2 grills in my life since I've been out of the parents' house, and they've both been hand-me-downs, which I don't have a fucking problem with that. They both worked great. They did what I needed them to do. But I got to the point where I was like, all right, I think I'm ready to join like the new age, where it's a little more there's a little more simplicity to it, where you don't need to stand out next to the grill for 10 hours. It's just kind of, you can set it and forget it type thing. But I'm a charcoal boy, so the char griller has a gravity fed charcoal grill / smoker. So you got the convenience of like a pellet smoker, but I'm going to be keeping that charcoal flavor that I love, so dearly. So I ordered that. That's going to be here in 2 weeks. I got the cover because, it's gotta sit outside. Unfortunately, I don't got the room in the garage for something like that. And I can't wait, man. So I can't wait for the maiden voyage. And I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but since then I've ordered a new chef knife, to trim up what I got to trim up these meats and shit. And I'm ready to go, man. I got all those seasonings I bought at Jungle Gyms. I'm ready to rock, baby.
It wasn't one of those knives that were behind like a glass cabinet, was it?
No. It was off Amazon. It was like
You're like,
$30.
I could use a new knife. Whoa, never mind.
Yeah, it was
Those
like
were
$30 off Amazon, made
you
in
got to take a
Japan. So
loan
I was
out to
like, all
get one of
right, I
those
got it.
knives.
Yeah, I mean, there's some real deal ones, you know, some fucking samurai swords, basically. But it's gonna be it's gonna be great, man. I can't wait. I got some ribs in the freezer. I'm thinking about maybe even doing a pork shoulder or something. But there you go. That thing you set the time. You can do it all on your phone. It's just got all the fancy shit, but it's got the charcoal, so that's gonna be great. I think it said you can set it from like 200 to like 700 degrees. So if I want to do some steaks and shit, I can throw them in there, at like 200 for whatever until it reaches, the 110 degrees. Then crank that bitch up to sear them, and we're good to go, baby. So
Bang
be on the
bang.
lookout. Yeah. We'll have to get you once I got this thing rolling and it's a little warmer around these parts because it got cold as shit this week. We'll have to have a little TSP BBQ maybe. Maybe that'll be one of our blogs.
potential.
Yeah, maybe. So good week, man. So I'm I'm walking into the mid-30s ready to win.
I'm right there behind you, man. I'm going to be 29 this year. And I already saw the meme that comes around about this time of year every year where it's the SpongeBob and Patrick running away. And then one of them gets lassoed away and explosion. Well, 99 or 95 is next for the 30 mark for coming up. So 95 is SpongeBob running away as the 98s or the 94s are getting lassoed back. So I fucked that entire segment up right there, but
you're gonna be talking to two gentlemen here that are in, well into their 30s now. That I mean, I wish I was still in my 20s. So you got to think about it that way.
Well, I got two of the three wise men.
Here's the thing as well. Sometimes I miss my 20s, but for me personally, life got exponentially better once I turned 30. So
what's the point? What are you getting dark? What are you getting dark for?
Well, no, I'm saying life got better once I got into my 30s. Like it's just, as far as like I got money now, I got kids, I got a family. Like shit's turning around. Like in my 20s, I mean, how shit at home used to be for me when I was younger. So all that shit is behind me, and now, I'm my own man and shit. So I don't know, people growing up when you're in your 20s, like everyone dreaded turning 30. And I'll be honest, I still had those thoughts, but after that, life's gotten better, man. So I think that'll be the same for you as well, man. So keep that in mind.
God willing, God willing.
Yeah. But all right, Dilo, we've yapped long enough, I think. We're gonna bring on a guest of ours, great friend of the show. Somebody we had on episode 28. So 139 episodes later, we're bringing him back, and it's gonna be a whole new world basically, because like we were talking pre-production, episode 28, we were recording on software where you could only hear us, we couldn't see each other, and now we can, and it's exciting, man. So you're bringing on a guy that I got a lot of love for. Great friend, biggest supporter of friends that I know. Absolutely, like he supports the shit out of us. Sav, our guy, you guys hear him every week ripping up the theme song. Anybody that you're fortunate enough to be friends with this guy, he's going to support you until the end. And he's a molder of minds. He's a great father, and maybe some would say great lover as well. But this week, for episode 167, we have none other than our boy, Alex, A.D. Davis. A.D., thank you, man. Thanks for coming on the show. Welcome back. It's a long time coming.
For extending the opportunity.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay. No, I want to say first and foremost, thank you for extending the opportunity, man. It's a blessing. So I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been watching and tapping in with the content, and I love it. So when you asked, I was stoked. So couldn't send that through text, or if I wasn't going to send you a selfie, Bob. I mean, that's not far fetched from me, but I was ecstatic. So thank you.
Absolutely. And we went a little long in the intro, so we're sorry. I did say about 10 minutes, but
I'm enjoying. I real quick. Is the chat viewable to the viewers?
I did see. Yeah, I saw your. Yeah, I seen them.
Not to the viewers.
To the viewers. No, not the viewers,
Okay,
but
all
I
right,
could see
cool.
it when. Yeah.
All right, cool then. Yeah, we good. All right, thank you, D-Lo, because Bob said yeah, and I'm like, oh man, okay, well hang on. Okay, all right.
No, yeah, that's my fault. I could see it, but no, they can't. So we're all good there. But
how are you guys doing, man? How you guys doing?
we're good.
We're doing good,
we're
man.
solid, man. You know, we wish our boy Joe was here with us to join us because he wasn't a part of the show the first time, so he would have been a good addition as well. But other than that, man,
I was stoked to see Joe involved because years ago, and I only know this from social media, but I know you and Joe used to occupy Meyer together, and you guys looked like you guys were having so much freaking fun. And so I've never got to talk to him, but I just saw personality in pictures, and I'm like, okay, I'm eager to see and hear their dynamic for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's I think the first thing a lot of people think about when it comes to me and Joe. You work in a job like that, customer service,
right?
You gotta do some stuff, off the wall to make it fun, make it worth your while. So definitely. He's a funny dude. He's a great guy. Yeah, he's just I don't know. He's going through it this week, unfortunately, but that's the time of year, man. Everyone's getting hit.
Be healthy soon.
Yeah, man. So I think the first time we talked to you on the show, were you still in Toledo?
No, I was here in Findley. Nope, I was at the house I'm at now. Yeah, I was.
Okay, so you've been here. Wow. All right, you've been out there longer than I thought.
Yeah, definitely going on 5 years in August.
Yeah. And honestly, you've been all over the map, man. You've done a lot of things in a short amount of time. 10, 15 years.
We traveled a little bit. We hit a couple spots for sure. Yeah. Opportunity, blessed to be able to do so. Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm enjoying Findlay, and I never thought I would. In your 20s, right? My goal was never to. I'm gonna settle down in a small town area. But like, I was so happy to come back here. Just at the time, it fit the mold for my family, and still does for my son and I. And it's perfect, and it's just treated me very well. And so,
it's Flag City.
It is Flag City for sure. Definitely Flag City.
Well, yeah. What's the meaning behind that?
That's a great question.
Super simple. That
I'm sure it is. D-Lo, if you've got it, I don't know. I don't know if it's like this is where production of flag. I have no.
Yeah, he'll pull it up.
Yeah, I can find out.
I'm interested. Do they make flags there?
I did at every house so there's an individual named Cook, and he was a son of the American Revolution, and he had the inspirational idea that every house in Findley should fly an American flag on Flag Day. That's what I put up briefly.
All right.
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna be a little more of a cooler explanation there, but
I in my head I'm thinking, okay, this is the capital. This is where flags are.
The
factory.
same.
But I'm like, no, I don't believe we have a flag factory here. I could be wrong though. I could be totally wrong.
Yeah. And it seems like since you've been down there, because you work with the university there,
yes,
you've done quite a few things in that as well. I know what you used to do. I don't know if you're still doing that as far as like radio and stuff like that, or like broadcasting stuff.
Yep. So I'm an instructor of communication at the University of Findley. Also faculty advisor of the radio station 88.3 WLFC, as well as Black Student Union and Pulse Media Club. My job title, what I was brought in for, was to teach in the Department of Communication as well as advise the radio station. And so that's what my main role is. But when you're somewhere for years or a certain amount of time, other things come your way, and you add more roles or tricks of the trade, and hopefully you do it well. So I've been blessed to be able to expand into different areas on campus, and it's been great for me, and hopefully people on the other side or that I occupy the space with share the same sentiments. But it's been a huge blessing. I came into the role in 2021. I was still at BG, and I was going into my third year of my doctorate program, where I would be doing my assistantship and teaching there. And an instructor or a professor that I had in 2011 while I was an undergrad at BG, and someone who I hold in high regard, Dr. Kip Majeski, he reached out. He saw that I was at BG, and said, we've got this opening. I think you'd be great for it. We'd love to see you apply. I don't think he had any idea that I live, 5 minutes from the university either. And so I'm like, wow, this is wild. I'd be silly not to apply. Are you sure you really think I should go for this? And he's like, I'm telling you to go for it. And so went for it, did the whole interview process. And, 2.5 years later, I'm here and I love every bit of my job. So yeah, they treated me very well. And I appreciate the university for various things in various capacities. They've been very good to me.
I gotta ask some of the cliche questions.
Come on.
That. What would you say is some of your long-term goals with this?
Long-term goals. I thoroughly enjoy teaching. I thoroughly enjoy being in radio and teaching radio, but even more so just teaching, audio, visual equipment, and content creation. That's the biggest thing. Okay, let's work on your brand. Let's get something out there. Let's create, even more so than radio for me. Let's just create. But long-term goals, I'm still working on finishing up my PhD this summer. God willing, will be finished. Right now, I still have what you would call imposter syndrome, and not that everyone at the university or faculty, everyone has a doctorate, but for me, that's one of those things that kind of you just got to grab if you're going to be in this field. And so, get that. And I'm working on my goal is to be great teacher, but also I want to publish. I'm working on several children's books. I've got a couple illustrations back right now. I have not put anything out because I have ideas that come to me and I write, and then I'm like, okay, what costs money to get illustrations, right? And so, do I want to pay to publish this one right now, or do I want to pay for more illustrations? So I'm still kind of teetering that way, but I want to publish a couple actual texts, of which I'm working on in my dissertation, but then also dive into the children's book spectrum heavily. So as I'm sure both of you can relate, reading to your kids, reading with your kids is fun. And we've gathered quite a solid library. And in that, I've just got inspiration. Like, okay, the Sandra Boytons, the Eric Carls, the Ezra Jack Keats. Okay, I love this. Like, this is fun. Like, and ideas hit me. I'm like, okay, let's put Alex Davis with the Ezra Jack Keats and all that. So that's one of my goals.
Nice. So from Dr. Seuss to Dr. Davis.
That's what we're trying to do, man. Yeah, no, definitely.
Love it.
We've got a museum. I think I don't think it's just Ohio. I think it's the largest children's book museum on campus. It's called the Mazza Museum. And so they've got the museum that shows it's a lot about children's book authors, and then they've got the bookstore there too. And so it all lined up. I was thinking about this idea well before I existed at University of Findley, and then I'm like, oh, this is just further inspiration and gas to like, okay, figure it out, put it in motion, Alex. So yeah,
love it.
Well, when you finish the children's book, man, let me know. I definitely got to cop at least one or two.
Come on, yes sir,
for my kids. So I'm looking forward to that, man.
No, we'll make it happen. I appreciate it, definitely.
Now, because I think you also would be good at maybe making like a children's music album of sorts.
Okay. Children's music album.
I've seen a few things, and I think you can make that happen as well.
For sure. No, cool. I appreciate the idea. No, I'll keep it right there. Let's see if we can. Yeah. I don't know where to go.
Maybe you're the next Blippi, man.
See, don't do it.
Whoa.
D-Lo, I was through video. I heard that Mr. Bob here called you Blippi.
That was his son.
That was his son. Okay, that was I didn't know where it came from. I didn't know.
Convinced.
Yeah, Jackson will sometimes run down here during recording, and he'll see what's going on. And he saw Dylan the one time. This was like 3 years ago, and he thought that he was Blippi. So we've run with that since.
See, but look, Blippi, the original Blippi, for whatever, and my son's locked. He's been locked into Blippi in his phases. The original Blippi scares me. I'm not gonna. I can't tell you what it is. The second Blippi, okay, this seems like more of a, an adult individual. Cool. He's acting. I don't know. The first one kind of gives me.
You don't think the first one's acting? You think
but also just like I'm trying to put myself in his, and I dig the confidence. Like obviously he's created this brand that's like huge now, right?
Millions, yeah.
Yeah. Like, but also like there's just some things I I would not be comfortable doing. Like, I couldn't, like, and look, if you open the park up just to me and there's no kids around, okay, cool, I can make this happen. But like, I can't do this stuff with other kids around. Like, I just feel awkward. Like, and if I don't have a kid of my own right there with me, you know, and I don't have facial hair, no, man. Like, I know mine's patchy, but like, I'm not going to the playground, and this is no shot to you right now, Bob. But like, I have a strong chin, and so with the naked face, I'm just gonna look awkward at the playground. Like, no, you're gonna be patchy if that's what you got to do.
Believe me, if I could grow something, I would. Believe me, I talk about it often on the show because him and Joe, like, they got thick beards, and I'm jealous.
They got sure.
I would rock the absolute shit out of a beard, but I just wasn't blessed with the ability.
And same. And I'm just gonna stick with what I got. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I dig it though. I mean, you look good without the beard. I can't actually imagine you with a beard.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've lived.
I can't.
I can grow out some very thick mutton chops, but that's it. It doesn't spread any further than that, and it sucks. But I've learned to live with it.
I do have a question. This is random. This is no transition here. Because I'm with D'Lo. I didn't see what you were speaking on earlier. And I don't know that it wasn't right in my face on my account. So like, did you was no I'm listen, was Drake was the Drake situation really in your face, or like did you actually click and search to find it?
No, dude.
Like
how Twitter is. Like, Twitter's wild, dude.
It's wild.
It's
wild. It's wild.
And now they got it all because there's two different there's like a for you, or like your following, and then there's like a for you. So the for you, for whatever reason, Twitter, they thought, maybe I talk about Drake or something. So they're just like, here's a little something there. But I don't know. I was just scrolling one day, and it would just, some random account had that thing popped up, and it was crazy. And
plop there, right there on your screen.
Basically, yeah, it was like 3D, man. It almost came through, the screen.
Come on, man.
You heard the man. He said universal remote made out of kinetic sand.
Yeah. Oh, wacky inflatable too, man. It's like, and we don't gotta get it, full in depth in it, but like, I don't know who he's sending that video to, because like, I don't know. It was usually the man is prepped. We'll say, you know what I mean. It was not. Yeah, totally a deflated type situation. But the crazy thing, he's doing that on his private jet, so it's just the guy that's got it all, man.
Yeah, I can understand now why or how he got that Boeing 747 for free. We know now. So
we know now.
Yeah, but yeah, man, Twitter, and there's been a lot of different occasions where like they'll just toss up some stuff you're not trying to see, like somebody getting blown up, or something like the Drake video. Like Twitter's like Elon, he's just letting it's Wild West over there.
Twitter, you're right.
Because there's a lot of people I follow, like Sav's always posting, whatever's going on his side of things, or
Happy
Cleveland Browns, Cavs, et cetera, et cetera. So, Twitter's cool for that stuff. But yeah, you see any and everything on that platform. So
bonkers. Well, you brought Sav up, and I want to take it back to this alignment. The intro, what's he say? TSP hitting like T early in the morning. Shout out to Sav. Shout out to TSP, man. Come on.
Yeah, he's a maestro too. That's the second time he's recorded a theme song for us. I've hit him up. I've sent him whatever beat, because Dylan will find like one of them like free beats or whatever, or like the non-licensed, and I'll send it over to Sav and just be like, hey, we talk about this, and this, and he pieces together, man. He's incredible at what he does.
No, for sure.
That's an understatement, but
yeah, no, I'm a big Sav fan.
Because unfortunately, you were out of the game, or else I would have hit you up, maybe.
No. It's a good thing I'm out of the game. It's a good thing I'm out of the game.
That's not. Hey, I've got some stuff, because you've sent me some things in recent time.
Right,
so you're not 100% out of the game. Maybe just 80%.
Neither are you then.
Fair.
Fair. Yeah, no. I mean, you gotta have some release therapy. You gotta get something, just to have fun with it.
Well, yeah. When you see somebody like Sav, he'll drop whatever, and you're just like, damn, like it makes me want to rap. So it's just, you know what I mean. So
I don't even think I could lay a freestyle bar, let alone an entire song. So
one bar, D-Lo, you got one bar.
It would be raunchy, probably.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I mean, we're here now.
Yeah. AD might have a little spoken word type thing for us later. Dylan, you might as well. You can be the opener.
That's gonna be one hell of an opener. All right. Let me think.
Just don't get us canceled. All right.
Cancel culture is wild.
No, it's not, dude.
Ooh.
Just one bar.
One bar. So you don't even have to rhyme anything here. This is just one sentence. I feel like.
Yeah. Okay. One sentence.
Oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's getting
Gotta get beat in my head. Gotta get beat in my head. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he's about to cook.
Don't fuck me up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm fucking butts and busting nuts inside some sluts' guts, and I don't give a damn.
Oh! Come on.
There he is, man.
Wow. I mean, and there was rhyme.
I had to. I mean, that's the only way it flows, right?
Wow.
And D-Lo has a musical background, by the way. Maybe not necessarily in rap, but he yeah, he's got some skills.
Tell me more.
Well, I guess vocally, I haven't sang in a long time, so I'm probably like way out of it. But I guess it's kind of like riding a bike in a sense, but play a little bit acoustic guitar. I've always been really good rhythmically with drums, but never owned a set of drums.
Okay.
It's kind of been one of those kind of dynamics in a relationship with percussion. But been varsity choir, 4-year varsity choir in high school. And that's something you have to audition for.
Right.
So, well, toot my own horn there, but and did a little acoustic. Oh, I did trumpet. in 6th grade.
Wow.
And the band band director was actually upset that I quit because I wanted to focus on football. And I couldn't do band and football, and I ended up doing choir anyway, so couldn't do both. But yeah, played acoustic guitar. My cousin is really good at shredding on the electric guitar. He actually opened up his high school band back before Bring Me the Horizon was like a big thing. He opened up for that band. Like his band opened up for Bring Me the Horizon back in Cleveland.
Wow.
Back in the day before they blew up. But yeah, he kind of influenced me to pick up the guitar, but I went the more acoustic route. More of like, nothing crazy. I'm more of like a campfire acoustic type of deal, play a couple tunes and stuff. But back in high school, had a duo band called Tomorrow's Memory. It rivaled Bobby's group, Yesterday's Future. And it was a good time. It was a good time. Played at local bars in Rossford, Ohio, Danny's Cafe. They actually put like $1.5 million renovation into their facility. So kudos to them over there. Didn't really play for any cash, but they did give us some drinks for free. So,
come on. I
mean, again, that's a nice trade-off, especially just being like a nobody. We played at Rossford. They had a festival down there by the Rossford River, right? Rossford Marina in the river.
Yeah.
So I think it's like Rockin' by the River or something like that. They had the little festival there. So Tomorrow's Memory played there. Had a couple of people show up, and friends were supportive. It was a fun time. Nothing crazy, but it was fun to kind of like experiment and experience some of that vibe of like a musician.
I did. Oh, shout out to that.
Yeah. So yeah, he had his band Tomorrow's Memory. So I made up my rival band. I never did anything with it, but Yesterday's Future, man. I thought it was a fire name. But
Bob, who was part of your band?
It's just I'm solo act.
Electric Triangle.
Yesterday's Future, baby. Yeah.
Triangle. I've never heard of an electric triangle. That's wild.
Don't play.
And here's what I think too, because I was fortunate enough to get a coveted AD interview. I think we need to get D-Lo.
Come on.
On an AD interview video. I think that'd be great.
It's on.
Some good combo. Yeah. Let's
get it. Yeah. Count me in for sure. Yeah, we'll rock. I want to learn more about D-Lo for sure.
I don't know. I've never been interviewed before. But I guess in a sense, this is kind of like every week we're kind of interviewing each other through conversation. So
you're great, man.
Let's focus on D-Lo. I'm down for the cause. I do what this. Yeah, this works out well here. Because D-Lo, you were in Florida last time we spoke, I believe. Are you still in Florida or no?
No, we're back in the OHIO.
Okay, was I correct? You were in Florida though, right?
Yes, I was in the Gulf Coast. I was there with Fort Walton Beach and the 850.
I did. Super dope.
Now he's in Troy, so not too far from your old stomping grounds.
No, for sure. I'm familiar with Troy. Man, back to Ohio. Ooh, man.
That was good. Yeah. Like if I'm not sure if you already knew, but the wifey is in the military, so
Okay, I did.
Yeah, she's active duty Air Force, so she was down there at Hurlburt on the Gulf Coast in Florida, and then she got restationed, and yeah, she over there Wright Patterson locking it down. So
that's where my mom worked at Wright Pat for most of my childhood. So yeah, very very familiar with Wright Pat. Yeah, shout out to that. I wish part of me wishes I was smart and mature enough to join the military at 18, because in 5 years I'd be retired with a pension. But for whatever reason, I decided to go to school and work and not do anything that.
It's working out though.
I have enjoyed my journey, but man, to retire at 38, or somewhere around then, and then go get another job and make, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, she's like what, 7 years? She wants to do the full 20. I give her props. I mean, I don't love the lifestyle. I mean, who would want to like move around all the time, especially with kids? It's kind of tough on them and stuff. But yeah, like you said, like she'll be retiring before she's 40, and she'll have a pension and everything, and she's going to school on military dime and all that stuff. So,
it should be. Yep.
Come on.
I want to get a little dad talk going, man. We got 3 dads here. Joe's a dad. We always touch on some dad talk.
Yeah, I like that.
You got a son as well.
Yes.
And it's been fun to kind of watch that, everything blossom up. And one thing I like too, I don't know if it's still that same way at your house, but when I was down there for my interview, one thing I thought was cool was like you let Miles draw on the wall.
I mean, I didn't let it.
Okay.
Yeah, he did it, and it just, I'm like, I wasn't gonna be mad at him. He was 2.5 or 3 at the time, and I'm like, I just laughed. And then, so I mean, we've got a couple spots like that, but I was watching a podcast a while ago. I don't even know what it was. It might have been like a short thing on TikTok. So I really don't even remember what the podcast was. But they were saying how this person was sharing an experience about how a ball was thrown at the TV, and the TV, it broke, and the first thing in his head was to get mad, but then moments later he was like, oh no, this is what's supposed to happen, not supposed, like it's just like it's another story, right? This is our home, and it was like it scratched the wall or something like that, and messed up the wall, and he was like, man, I gotta repair this, paint this, and and he was like, hang on, this is just another story in the home right now. And I'm actually not tripping, because this is something that we can talk about in 15, 20 years. And so that's one of those things, like, okay, cool. Like, no, we'll leave this here for right now. And it's just a story. Yeah, man. Have at it, be artistic. And hopefully, this helps somehow. Yeah. So no, yeah. Homes are meant to be lived in, I feel like. So.
It's the best, man. You know what I mean?
What a viewpoint.
Yeah, I love it. And it's just it's incredible, man, because shout out to my mom. She did an incredible job.
Yes.
My dad, he for a long time kind of cared more about the bottle than me and my brother. So like one thing that I've just tried to do since I've had both these kids is just the 180 from that. You know what I mean? And they put them first. And like my oldest, she just hit on a roll and seeing stuff like that. It's just incredible. And then Jack's like, he's in kindergarten, so he's bringing home, little writing, like, because they're working on writing and numbers and stuff, or like stuff he's doing in art class, and like it's pretty impressive because I was never really good at any of that kind of like drawing and stuff.
Right.
So it's just it's awesome to watch these guys, man, just from little babies to just what they're doing now. I love being a dad. No,
it's wild. I'm struggling right now with when he brushes his teeth, he stands up on the stool, so obviously he's not tall enough. And I'm more of a hover parent, if I'm being honest. And so I'll still stand behind the stool. So, okay, anything could happen. It might slip. Kid's a kid. I mean, I turn around, I'm doing stuff. I'm like, no, look at the mirror, man. Look straight forward. And over the course of the past, 3 or 4 weeks, he's like, Daddy, I'm going to be 5 in February. I don't need you to stand here. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm still going to stand here. And then he started to get upset. I'm like, all right, man, come on, man. Like it's in the morning before school and work. So I'm like, we don't have time for this. And I realized, okay, no, he really went, okay, you got to move, Alex. I'm like, what if I stand in the hallway? He's like, okay. And then the next week, no, Daddy, I don't need you in the hallway. I'm like, all right, man, you're making me really uncomfortable right now. I want to, I want to stand. I want to be here. What if something happens? I gotta have my hand out. You feel me? And so that's probably the most difficult part for me right now is just growing with him, and figuring out where he needs me, where he doesn't. Right? He told me the other day too. I'm gonna be 5. I don't need you to help me get out of the car anymore. And so I'm like, all right, man. Can I pick you up? And you can still pick me up today, Daddy, but not when I'm 5. I'm like, all right, listen here, man. I'm gonna pick you up when you're 33, bro. So yeah. So get used to it, man. I'm working as much as I can, but like you got to give me some time. No, but your statement about seeing them as little babies and then to grow, right? That's like it's beautiful, but it's also like, man, wow. I'm used to like doing every single thing for you. So like, okay, got to figure out how to dial it back as well. So yeah, no, it's beautiful.
Yeah, man. Sometimes because like little like time hop, and stuff like that, where they'll pop up like your old photos. I'll see photos of them as babies, and you'll miss that stuff. But it's awesome now. Like they're getting older, and Jack's be 6 in July.
Wow.
Annalie is 10. So like they got their little quips, and some of the stuff they'll say. And obviously both of you guys seen. I sent you guys a video. I got to watch what I say around these guys now too, because they're like sponges. So
sponges
can get a little crazy, but yeah, it's great, man.
No, I shared this with you, Bob, a couple weeks ago. But Miles and I were playing. I don't know if you're playing Life or Monopoly in the living room, just laying on the floor, and out of nowhere, kid stands up and says, "Look at my nuts," and I'm like, "What?" And I don't do that, right? I'm not running around the house. That verbiage is not used. Like he knows nuts, like, but never said that. And it hit me. I'm like, oh, okay, this is just in his blood. This is in his DNA. Like you were a menace at 12. So I mean, he's only 4 when he said it. So I don't know what I have to look forward to now. But yeah, okay, it's just in the DNA at this point because there's nowhere that he would have learned this, at least in our household. So yeah.
Yeah, and I tell you what, man, I could work the longest day ever. I'm huffing and puffing. I'm pissed. I'm all this and that. You walk in the door, man. It's just they run down and they give you hugs. It's just it all washes away, man.
It goes away. The ways of the world do not matter at that point. Like like I'm cool. I'm at home, man. Facts. I agree.
Or I mean, let's be honest. I mean, it's not always rainbows and butterflies. You walk in after a long ass day, and they could add to it. You could walk right back out.
That's definitely been right. Yep.
But patience. That's where patience comes in. Patience.
Right. Yeah.
Just to breathe.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've also painted myself in a corner too, because I'll say whenever we go to the store and I got these guys with me, I'm probably shooting like an 80% clip where they're gonna probably usually get something like a small toy or whatever. So now when there's that 20% where I'm like, it ain't happening, it's bad. It's bad. But that's my fault. But I don't know, man. That's just especially if they're doing good in school, like we'll go out and grab some, man. So grab a special prize, treat, whatever. But
no,
kind of expected now.
I relate to you, Bob, and I've also seen the detriment of doing it in certain circumstances. But also I think those are the things that they'll remember, man. So like it is what it is. Like I'm for it. You have to teach them that okay, you're not gonna get everything you want to, but make them happy, man. I rock with it. He said I'm shooting an 80 clip.
Yeah, it's bad. Tori should be like she kind of gets pissed sometimes. Like, all right, you always gotta get him something. I'm like, well. Kind of. Plus, like the thing too is like behind me, I got all these action figure stuff. So sometimes I'll go and see if there's something that I don't have. So obviously, if we're strolling through the toy section with 2 kids,
whoa,
I'm in the war zone there. So
yo, Bobby,
yeah,
give us a thumbs up again.
Oh yeah,
with the Apple thing, it does this. I think there's like a.
Well, I thought you were throwing a grip right there, Bob. Oh my goodness,
there it is.
Bang,
showing the love.
Yep, I don't know. It's like an Apple thing or something. But
you're supposed to get fireworks when you do the 2 thumbs, and you're supposed to get
really?
lightning and stuff when you get. Yeah. Hang on, do the thumbs down, Bobby. Do the thumbs down.
Right. What happens here?
It's supposed to get like rain.
Oh my God. We're gonna have to utilize this going forward if we were reviewing stuff.
I learned this technology from my significant other. Yeah, she's like, oh.
That explains the thumbnail then, Bobby. When you did the 2 thumbs up. You're like, did you give me that?
You did that. Yeah. No. I had no idea. That's hilarious. AD, I've known you probably close to 15 years now, I think. Gotta be close. and I think when I got introduced to you, you were heavily involved in the rap game.
Okay, I didn't know where you were gonna go.
Yeah, in the rap game. Don't worry.
Go a lot of ways here.
I would never out you. Yeah, the rap game, elevated living. You know what I'm saying?
Elevated living, man. Shout out to Elevated. Man.
Elevated, right?
Come on, Smith. Yes.
And I've always been a fan of the bars, man. So obviously through the years, that's kind of been less of a thing as you've gotten into your broadcasting career, radio career.
Yes, sir.
But every once in a while, you'll hop off that trail, and give us, you'll tease some of us with some raps. So
have some fun, man.
I'm always trying to get you back, and I know Sav is as well.
Yeah,
I'm not alone in this venture, so we always try to pull you out. But nowadays, you've kind of switched it a little bit of a more of a spoken word type of thing, but there are some bars involved.
No, for sure.
I enjoy it very much so, and I've been watching them like via I see on YouTube and like on TikTok. So I told you that I was going to put you on the spot today, kind of, even though you know ahead of time that we wanted you to maybe read something off or. Because Dylan, I don't think Dylan's seen it, and I think he's gonna enjoy. I think everyone's gonna enjoy that gets to watch it, but definitely D-Lo here.
No, I got you for sure. No, I appreciate it. The spoken word. I got asked to do a presentation last April 2023, and it was for November 23. And I'm a yes guy. I have to work on that because it's not always the best or the healthiest. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, let's rock. And then as it got closer, I'm like, oh no, they wanted me to talk for like 45 minutes. And I'm like, man, what did I sign up for? This is mid-semester, and I got 5 classes. Like, what have I done to myself? But I'm like, this opportunity. I said yes months ago. It's one of those things you say yes to, and you think you have all this time, and you do have all this time, but you're not working towards it because you do have all this time. It got to crunch time, and I'm like, okay, I got to put this together. And so I locked in for a couple weeks and came up with something that I think was okay for a first timer. And as I was doing that and then did it, I'm like, oh, I like this. This is So it was like I was walking to a blessing. But now the itch is just itchy, and it's like, okay, get more active and start doing more stuff. So I mean, I'm sure you can relate to, and even you, Dylan, when you create, music or you are using your words, or it makes it easier having done that in the past. I don't think I'm good yet, but I'm as my friend Seth Butler says, you got to get your reps in, and so I'm still
sure. I'm
trying to get my reps in everywhere. So this one right here, did this on Friday night for the first time at an open mic. It's brief, but it's called Be the Glue. It's about
watch this. Yep, it's good.
As glue. So we'll see if I can get through it on the head. What do we got? I believe we need to be the glue. Glue bridges the gap between 2 or more items that were not previously connected. Glue creates pathways for successful relationships to those around us. Now, this may include unity between peers, colleagues, teammates, and many other domains for which we are required to interact with one another. Glue is like double-sided tape, but much stronger. Nonetheless, the concept holds the same. There are various kinds of glue for different situations, and not all glue will fit all situations, so do be mindful of the glue you choose to apply to your situation. Now, sometimes as time goes on, the glue may wear off, right? What do we do when this happens? In some cases, the bond is meant to be let go of, therefore new glue need not be applied. Coerced cohesion is never good. However, when a healthy relationship is seeking reestablishment, a new layer of glue is obviously welcome. Hopefully, in this case, the relationship is much stronger and lasts for much longer than it did once before. Be the glue when you deem fit. Be the glue when life needs you to be the glue. Be the glue when God tells you to be the glue. Be the glue. So, yeah. The thumbs up is crazy.
Let's go, baby.
That's how I was rocking D-Lo. It wasn't working for me either. Not at all. Yeah. So,
I try.
I've got one more for you guys that maybe that
Please.
might this one is not off the top. It's short as well. If I can, where'd we go?
It's like I guess you could kind of utilize your former battle rap career as a catalyst for this too, because you gotta memorize the.
No, for sure. It's very time consuming. So I'm trying to work on my approach to, okay, how can you?
Are you in the mirror? Practicing?
You know what? I did. Miles was taking a bath this was my last week, and I'm just sitting there on the ground. I'm like, and I was practicing while he was playing in the tub, and I'm like, you know what? The mirror's right there, right? Let me get up and do this. And then the next morning, he's like, Daddy, do the glue. I'm like, what? Oh, you want me to do it? It was the best moment in the world. I'm like, okay,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I didn't know that you even cared. But no, this one, yeah, I haven't done this one anywhere yet. But once again, very short. My son said, Daddy, why did you put my shoes on super fast? I knew exactly what he meant. I'm now in my head wishing I hadn't been rushing to get out of the door while at the same time needing to get to work on time. I replied and said, because we need to get going. None of this time crunch was his fault, but mine because I wanted him to get a few extra minutes of sleep before starting the day. This left me in a hurry. We got in the car and turned on TLC, What About Your Friends, his favorite record at the moment. We had a good ride to school. I realized I had 35 minutes to spare. I got him out of his car seat and we walked into the school in slow motion. I tried to turn a negative into a positive, and it worked. I arrived to work with 18 minutes until the start of my first class. More than enough time. I didn't need to put his shoes on super fast. I regretted it. I should have taken my time. See, kids pick up on everything, including body language. We may, in fact, feel like we're losing time, and maybe that's true. However, that doesn't mean we should rush through life. Maybe we can actually gain time. I think it's all about perspective. Take your time, and what do they say? Smell the roses. Enjoy your life. You may, in fact, have more than enough time.
I'm loving it.
Fire, man. Yeah, this is great, dude. I love this new avenue you're taking. Because as a fan of the bars and what you used to do, this is kind of a way to get the fix, and I like. There's a lot of good messages to that. Because I agree. Especially a lot of times you run around in a hurry. Right. You can definitely see that you're huffing and puffing and pissed and just trying to rush around.
Yep.
And sometimes they may feel like it's their fault when we should have started 20 minutes early, 30 minutes earlier.
Yes.
It wouldn't be in that kind of mess. So I definitely I dig it, man.
No, I appreciate it.
100%. Getting that double LA action, I like to call it. Learn or listen, learn, apply.
Oh, come on. Yes. Yeah. No, I'm not. I wasn't familiar with the acronym. I like it. Let me take that down, D-Lo. The double LA. Come on. I like it. Yeah. Put that in my notes, man. Come on.
I listened. I learned. Now I got to apply.
Sure. No, thank you guys for allowing me to share. Definitely.
When's that one get the official debut?
I have a spot in mind for it. They have these performance platforms for like artists, and I see a lot. And my Explore page and timeline is filled with rap because that's what I listen to and lock into. But you see like the Auntie Houses or the On the Blocks, or there's one in Dayton that I want to get to. It's called Fresh Out the Gym, and so I think I want to take this one down there and record it there. But yeah, I'm learning that you have to, okay, you might have some pieces, but they might fit something you've already done them, but they might fit something that you get asked to do. So don't be afraid to do the same piece again. For me, it's like, okay, once I do the piece, I erase it. Like, or not erase it, but like, okay, I've done it already somewhere. I'm moving on to the next. But then that also creates like this anxiety, like, okay, I got to do something brand new for this. And okay, you don't always have to do that. I don't have a place for it yet, but my plan would be to do it down there. And yeah, so we'll see. The debut was right here. The debut, if we're being,
appreciate that. Yeah,
just right here. So
I'm gonna clip that too, if you don't mind. I'm gonna probably clip that and
clip it. It's here.
Okay.
So let's.
What's you got a title? I'll make sure we got it all.
I had talking shop on the top of it because I knew what I was gonna do when you had mentioned it to me. I don't have a title. It's untitled. Yeah.
We'll figure it out, man. Time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll get you a title. I'll get you a title for sure.
Yeah, you got time because it wouldn't be till like probably midweek. I post a clip or whatever. So
I got a title for you for sure. Yeah, no, it's a TSP exclusive. Let's go ahead.
There it is. We love those, D-Lo. D-Lo, do you have any interest in seeing our friend here, AD, rapping in cargo shorts on top of a car?
100%.
Say less.
Say less.
Can you send that to me?
I'm gonna see if I can find it without any help.
Yeah, that sounds great. Give me the background. Give me the background on this, Davis, while he's looking this up.
If I'm correct,
it's gonna have actually all our dudes on here. Sav's gonna be here. Our boy Jay Smith.
Really? This is a record called
Elevated. And there's a great. This is 12 years old, which is
wow.
Man, you feel away, but
right. Same.
Over a decade.
Yeah.
You're digging this out of the time capsule, Bobby.
This is when Sav was going by Savage. So
Savage is crazy.
A whole different time period for sure.
Damn it. Nice.
I mean, I gotta make sure. Do we have your permission, AD? I don't want to,
It's on the web. You have my permission for sure. Yeah.
Dang. There, it's in the comments there, D-Lo, but it was a different time, man. This is how we got introduced to these guys. We used to, and all of us, including myself, we all be in the back porch at Copper Beach parties, freestyling, and it was a great time.
I used to love when you would come to BG, man. I used to love when I see Bob. Okay, cool, it's gonna be fun. Like, I was one of those thoughts that came through. Okay, cool. I got Nate. I got Bob. Shout out to Papa Schmeezy.
Yeah.
He's actually where I learned about the price of the chicken thing at Taco Bell. So clear, I think you mentioned his name when you were talking about it, so that made sense. But I'm like, man, $4 is because you can get a bean burrito. You can get. I'm thinking of like other things around that range. You can get the 5-layer burrito, like or whatever, for $3.79. So $4 for that thing is.
I think your verse. You got the last verse, don't you?
I'm at the last portion. So yeah, somewhere.
See?
5 minutes.
I'm a fan here. So
man, come on, man.
I like to call myself. I'm an elevated living historian, actually. So.
Come on.
Yeah, I guess see, because you can probably scroll towards the end, we might be able to see on the little thumbnail thing. Oh, there he is, right there.
This is disgusting.
That was we want to watch the whole thing, or are we going all the way just through him?
No, we want to watch the whole. Because it's like 5 minutes, but
this is disgusting.
There you. Oh yeah. Hold on, back up. There's our boy right there, man.
Oh wow.
It's all right. That was the look, dude.
Wow. Bills have plaid on too.
2010s.
Oh, goodness.
We'll watch the last minute and a half here.
Yeah, that's right.
Make sure I'm not missing anything back here.
Does Jay Bell, is he still rap?
I believe he still makes music. He's right. Okay. I mean, he dove into radio as well. I believe right now he's hosting. He does MC work for the Harlem Globetrotters, and he's been international with that. Yeah, I mean, Jay Bell really is an artist. I mean, he went by Jay Bell the artist. I don't know if that's still the moniker, but he's an artist of many avenues. And great.
Yeah, everyone, because Jay Smith, he's doing big things out west, still rapping.
He's
always been. I've always been a big fan of his, man. He's just got a smooth flow, man.
No, for sure.
I definitely love A Pair of Aces. I love when him and Sav.
Shout out! Look, let me say it here because you get the questions that are who are your top 5 rappers all the time. And every time I get that question, I get so excited because I love we love to talk about it, debate. But I also feel I don't always give the appropriate answer. Because my favorite rappers would end up being Sav, Jay Smith, Lupe, KD. Shout out to Trail.
Davies.
No, I mean, yeah. So if we go that route, yeah, Davies,
J. Cole,
Nipsey Hussle. But I love hearing, seeing, and just watching the progression and the growth from individuals like Sav and Smith. Those are my friends. I could more than ever the course of the past 4 years of my life, I can relate to both of their music so much more. And so for different reasons, and their music has genuinely helped me through tough times. So shout out to Sav and Smith, man, for sure.
Nice. All right, D-Lo, you ready for this? This experience. Going back in time here.
Here we go.
Your ignorance here, man.
Being high, so we elevated. Tell them niggas elevated. We the motherfucking team, you will never make it. Elevated, elevated, elevated living. Elevated, elevated living.
I was always told to get low if it get hot, but now I'm elevated cause I'm high up off that ziplock. Tick-tock, time is of the essence, let that bitch talk. Now I'm off that serve, got me swagging with a pimp walk. Spit hot, get guap, that's what I call my livelihood. Rep Ohio to the fullest, something like Stollywood. Never act in Hollywood, even though I probably should. Walk up in your spot with all my peoples, everybody good. I'ma do it big, so I got what it takes. Always been real, I ain't never been a fake. You ain't on my level, so you can't relate. Steady getting cake from state to state. Dating on my back, they the tissue to my spinal cord. Cause they know I'm clutch like Carmelo at the Final Four. I'm living in the stoned age, no dinosaurs. No corner store on the corner, bitch, I'm the store. Wait till the Ciroc is poured, put it on the rocks with orange. Treat my swishers like my bitches, hit them both with proper form. Presidential suite status, feeling like Barack and George. Now all I see is naked bitches like I'm watching porn. Ha! I'm the S-H-I-T, and I'ma leave stains on your fresh plain white tee. Jumbo jet planes, I take flight with my team. Flow colder than the X Games and some ice cream. I'm about to make it rain, grab a poncho, bitch. And if I come to your town, you should hide your bitch.
Pure ignorance.
Let's go. The young AD.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's scary.
The kid AD. There
That's
he is.
scary. That's scary. That's so scary.
That's fitting, though. You were a kid.
I mean, yeah, man.
And you guys filmed that at like multiple locations, man. How long did it take you guys to film that?
We did it for most in one day. But then Bells and I did something the next morning. But that was to the 419. That most of it was in Toledo right there. So yeah, man.
It's off there on the docks,
man.
Yeah, on the docks for sure. That was a fun day, man. That was a fun day. Yeah.
Shout out to Vaughn. I seen you had a little cameo.
Shout out to Vaughn, man. Spotlight, Surge, Mr. Ingenuity, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Tiptoe, man. Big Dome, man. Papa Sanders, man. That's my guy, man.
Young, man. 12 years. So what were we like 22? 21?
Yeah, I'd be like 21, maybe 22. No, I think it was 21. It was 21. It's 21 for sure. Yeah, that's scary.
What a time, man.
That's scary.
I hold that era. You know, that's got a special place in my heart, man. The BG era for sure.
No, those were some of the
And shout out to Nate. Nate's always I always shout him out because he's the connecting. He's the bridge.
Shout out to Nate, man.
I feel like if I had it at the ready, I should have got it at the ready. I should have pulled that picture of Nate. Infamous one, because that's a historic piece of art right there.
And I still don't think we ever learned who took the photo. But
I believe it, and I don't know if they were ever actually together. His ex or whatever you want to consider.
Okay, gotcha. Right,
his significant at the time, but.
While we're here, I want to shout him and his family out, man. They look beautiful and looks like I haven't met her or been in their space, but like it's just happy. It makes me happy just to see the pictures and the full family. And if you know Nate, like he just has that family heart. Even before, but 10 years ago when none of us were thinking about this, like. I could tell you, okay, Nate's going to be a good-ass dad someday, bro, and a good-ass husband. Like, that's just who Nate is. It's in his heart. He's a good-ass person. And got a little boy on the way, man. Like, shout out to Nate, man. I'll tip my hat to Nate till I die, man, and pass that.
He'll be listening, so I'm sure he'll appreciate that for sure.
That's my brother for life.
But, Deal, I think it's time we jump in the mill.
All right, baby, let's go.
That's hard.
Go.
I like that a lot.
It's Around the Mill with Dill, brought to you by no one in particular. So, let's start it off with the D-Lo ladder. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it to day 5. Started with $10, try to make our way to $10,000 in 10 days by doubling up your winnings or rolling over your winnings each day. We were on track. The actual parlay itself was dead, but me and Bobby were discussing it and brought it back to life with our negativity. Jason Tatum had no reason to be out there in the second half with 3 rebounds, needed 6. They were up about 40 points at halftime. But he got the remaining 3 to make it 6 within the first 2 minutes of the second half. we were looking good. Mobley got his 10 with ease in the third quarter. It was looking like a no sweat as Naismith only needed 2 more points as he knocked down a 3 to open up the second half. He goes in for a dunk and gets blocked. That would have got him to 10. And during the block, he got an injury on his shin. An injury in which he never came back from that night, killing the D-Lo ladder at day 5. It was sad. It was a gut punch to confidence and morale. Definitely knowing that maybe the All-Star break coming at a great time, as it gives me time to reevaluate, reassess, and build up that confidence once more going into the second half of the league year. And I'm here to announce that the D-Lo Ladder Challenge will resume Tuesday as the NBA kicks off after the All-Star break. We're going to go start it off. Maybe like Bobby, he's going to explain his guaranteed winnings no matter what kind of evaluation on it. It won't necessarily be 10 days, 10K. But if anything like that happens again, where catastrophe hits and injuries happen and, or fouls out or blowouts, you know how the NBA is. So we're going to try to recoup some winnings here and be up no matter what after a certain amount of days, but still keep pushing on. We won't stop at day 10 or whatever. Like, we're going to keep going and pulling out, going, withdrawing, we're going to try to,
Hey, relax over there.
In and out.
This guy's a menace.
You know how we do over here. So
yeah. But like you said, yeah, I do it a little different. So it's not necessarily like your standard ladder rule, because you started at 10, I started at 25. So I was going up the ladder a little bit quicker. And the way I like, because there's nothing guaranteed, obviously, it's sports gambling, so you never know what's gonna happen. But after like day 3, I think I was at like $481 total. So what I did was I withdrew $200, and then we kept it going. And in that case, starting at 25 and having $200, you basically 10 extra money, and then whatever happens from that point on, it's going to suck when you lose. But instead of going from 25 and ending with 0, I had $200. So
basically the only difference is you start with 25 after day 3, withdraw 100.
I mean, you go with 10 too. So after 3 or 4 days, like, you get to whatever amount. I don't know, let's say, what were you at after 4 days? Like 190, 180 or something?
177, I think, was on the line.
So you take, I don't know, $50 out, and you 5 extra money, you turn 10 to 50, pull that out, and you still have like 120 to keep doubling up on your way up to that. And once the ladder, if and when the ladder dies, you 5 extra money instead of starting at this point, getting all the way here, losing, and then you're at 0. So it takes a little of the pain away, but that's just kind of how I do it. But you were rolling, D-Lo, and then it was another good one. But that's how, and that's why no one's done the ladder yet. No one's hit it. It's tough. 10 days in a row. I mean, that's just a tough. I don't even know what the numbers would be on that as far as your
I felt
percentage
confident.
chance. Yeah.
Part of me almost was, kind of relieved that it was over, because it took a lot of, like, any second of free time that I had at work, I was dedicating that to looking at numbers, trends, positional battles in between. And then it's like, you don't want to post it too late, even though I had a Cavaliers one that I felt pretty confident in, that the numbers were very, very in our favor as bettors. And then, as you saw, like, for instance, like a Donovan Mitchell 20 points was like a -600. Later that evening, I went to like -1,500. So I definitely could have took advantage of that. And, like, if you feel right about it and the numbers don't lie, that is there, just go for it. That's probably something I'm going to do. But I also like comparing notes with other, like, cappers out there that, see the language that I'm seeing is translating to other cappers out there. And it's like, not so much copying and pasting their bets, because I'm picking my own shit here. So, because I want to be unique, I want to be, original. I'm not copying and pasting other people's bets out there. So that's one thing. It's D-Lo challenge, not copying other people's challenge. So
yep,
that's the thing I'm taking pride in as well. So, but yeah, I just think, I feel confident in these picks when I put them out there. I know probably some other people were tagging along too. So sorry to disappoint with the day 5 collapse, but hopefully you did what Bobby did and 10 times your winnings regardless of the outcome. So maybe that's something I'll do also starting Tuesday night.
All right.
Moving along, Bobby, you brought to my attention this morning. I have never even seen anything of this, but X-Men 97, you said, is coming out, trailer or anything like that. You have more information on this, I believe.
Yeah, man. So back in the day when we were kids, Saturday mornings on Fox, you would you'd have a lineup of like Power Rangers, X-Men, Spider-Man, stuff like that. What Disney Plus announced not too long ago was they were doing a kind of a reboot of it and just calling it X-Men 97, where they were going to kind of carry over the story and stuff from that series from back in the day. And it's like the animation and just the styling and everything is of that ilk of that time, the 90s and stuff. So they just had dropped a trailer, and it's going to be dropping in March, I think March 20th or something. And it's gonna be pretty cool, man. The trailer, I wish we could play it on here, but we YouTube would probably freak out. But
Yeah, they
definitely
would.
want to go check that out if you haven't seen it. And if you're somebody 90s kid, remember, because I remember Fox 36 was our channel in Toledo. You have your bowl of crunch berries or whatever. You're sitting down in front of the TV. You're watching the Fox Saturday, and X-Men was definitely one of those shows. One of the most fire theme. I don't know if they're gonna keep the same theme song as before, but they had a fire theme song for that X-Men cartoon. So that'll be cool. Something that I'll be into. I'm sure Jax will be down to check that out. He's a big superhero guy, so I'm looking forward to checking that out on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, not disappointing, like some streamers out there or streaming
And
platforms.
that's a little preview of what we'll be tearing this week. AD, you're in my age group. I mean, were you Fox guy? Or I know some people watch ABC on Saturdays, your Recess and those things like that.
And I don't remember exactly what network everything was on. I know that's not good, especially when you start doing I know Disney and Nick Jr. stuff like that, but I'm not like people, the Marvel and the DC people will crucify you for saying the wrong thing. I'm not good at that, so I try to stay away from those conversations. Even though I view the stuff, I just don't know. But no, Recess was a huge one. Recess was probably one of my favorites. Now that you say it, TJ Detweiler, right? You got who was my other guy? You got Mikey.
Mikey, Gus, Spinelli. Spinelli
was tough.
And you had Vince. Vince was he was the man. Kickball, all that stuff. Baseball.
Man. Who you got? Who you got? 1-on-1 fist fight? Spinelli or Helga from Hey Arnold? Spinelli. Okay, all right.
Spinelli was a gangster, man.
I mean, she was for sure, and she had her voice was different too. She had like a raspy voice, which made me believe it that much more. Like, okay, no, Spinelli from the trenches for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not mad at Helga though. By the way, Helga held it down in the Hey Arnold movie.
100%.
So I do want to make that clear though too. I still rock with Helga.
All right, yeah, I can't wait to tear these cartoons here. Remember, what else we got, D'Lo?
Speaking of trailers, an upcoming video game that we've all been clamoring about, NCAA Football 25, dropped their first official trailer. Not so much the gameplay, but it is in the official gets when it comes to saying that it's going to be released. So, I mean, there's been rumors out there of like release dates. You heard July 12th as a rumored date, but nothing official. But NCAA 25 made a commercial out there in Pasadena, California? Where's the Rose Bowl at? I think it's Pasadena.
Yep.
So yeah, they made a commercial out there, and
teaser trailer.
Yeah, nice little teaser trailer. We have the full release coming out this summer. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I cannot wait to make a dynasty with my brothers in arms, and it's gonna be a great time. Hopefully they don't fuck it up. I mean, a lot of people are also concerned about that because their history with Madden lately. But we won't know until we know. Is what I gotta say. So you can see trailers and all that kind of stuff, but Madden spruces up their trailers too and promises and all that kind of stuff. But not until we're playing the game officially. sometime this summer before actual college football kicks off. We won't know until it's a great product. I mean, really, all they got to do is copy and paste it from NCAA 14, and then they got a great game. So hopefully, don't tweak too much. Obviously, they have to do some new stuff because college game has obviously evolved since that time. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. You guys, I'm assuming, are looking forward to it as well.
I can't wait, man. Speaking of the BG days, I don't know if you guys are the same, but like Copper Beach, there'd be some time like Madden, 2K, NCAA. There'd be some times where it'd be almost coming to blows. Like the competition like would get nuts. And everyone played the shit out of those games. But yeah, NCAA's was, it's been gone since 2014 was the last game, but technically it was 2013 when it dropped. Yep. So it's been 11 years. So I think the hype is through the roof for that. So yeah, like you said, as long as they don't go too crazy and try to make everything super modernized or whatever, it should be good, man. Nice change up. I think everyone's just, like you said, tired of the cookie cutter Madden games where there's not really much change other than the rosters. And so yeah, because games are $70 now, man. You know what I mean? So I got to know that it's going to be something I want to play, something good, because that ain't cheap, man. $70 is a lot of, and really it's probably closer to 80 after tax. So nuts. So yeah, I just hopefully it's legit, man. I'm ready. I know you are, D-Lou.
Oh, 100%. They actually rumored out a couple of cover ideas. How Madden does their different editions and stuff. So they probably have different covers. I think they have like a Nick Saban collage photo cover, which I can definitely see that being the case. He's retired and one of the greatest, if not the greatest, college football coach of all time. And then they also had like another one where it looked like, I could be wrong, but it looked like the past few Heisman winners since the last video game was released, or Heisman finalists, or some big name athletes in college football from the past 11 years. Just kind of like a collage as opposed to just one specific athlete. So looking forward to it. Can't wait. We'll see what happens. But moving along, got two more topics to wrap things up here around the middle of for episode 167. I guess we'll do this one here. It was brought to my attention this morning as well that the bubonic plague, there is an official case confirmed in the state of Oregon. Luckily enough, that I think the last case that was confirmed was back in 2015 in the state of Oregon, and I think they survived, but they had to lose a couple of ligaments due to the infections. But they did survive overall, and according to this one, it's possible that this person in particular, for this case, might have gotten it from the pet cat, because I guess you can get these these viruses or infections or whatever they are through infected fleas. So if the cat got a hold of a rodent or anything like that, the cat had a flea, and then the human gets bit by that flea who bit the cat who had it. That's how it can also get transmitted there. But luckily, what's the health department, the CDC, I think it is. They say that luckily enough that this particular patient who has been confirmed with bubonic plague has been caught early stages. So they have been treated, and the cat is being treated as well. So there's no other further known cases or transmits that are out there in Oregon. So a plague that wiped out most of Europe way back when. I'm sure we had the virus or the vaccines and stuff like that to treat that kind of stuff. Now I'm not sure, but or at least maintain it is better than Europe did back in the day. But that is a news there over on the west side.
The cat to the word fur there was great wordplay, D-Lo. I don't know if that was intentional, but that was man. Yeah,
I try sometimes. It doesn't hit and miss.
Well played. I got my dog's shot scheduled for 2 weeks from now. So yeah, cool.
Yeah, I just got one of my dogs done too. I mean, they're so expensive. I mean, I got 2 dogs and a cat, so it's like you got to space them out a little bit. It's like $300 for a round of shots.
Yeah, they need to add. You need to be able to add your pets to your insurance policy.
Yes.
Oh, facts. I mean, there is pet insurance. I feel like, but I don't know that what it. Yeah, I would like to add them to my own insurance.
Right.
Yeah, make it make
sense.
Yeah,
because we got a cat and dog. They got to get some shots too. But yeah, you can't do it all at once because it's bonkers what they charge.
And then I also took advantage of the vets there where they said they would do the dog's nails for free. So, and I got it's my black dog, so he has like the black nails. It's hard to see like where that vein line is. So you don't want to like snip it because I've done it myself before, and I didn't cut that much off, but dude, he wouldn't stop bleeding. All right, I had to put some. It was bad. Like I had to dip it in. If anyone has that situation where you cut your dog's nails and it starts bleeding, a good remedy for that to stop the bleeding is to put the nail and dip it in put some cornstarch.
Okay.
So get some cornstarch there, dip the nail in some cornstarch and wrap it up. It'll act like a gauze. So pretty good. And it worked. So there's that. Wrap it up here for Around the Middle with Dill. We talked about Taco Bell earlier in the episode and Bobby's review of one of these new items. There's going to be new items all 2024 for Taco Bell. It's like they've heard the rankings, Bobby. They were Cuck of the Year or something like that. And they're Fucko of the Year, even worse. And they're turning it around 2024. They're like, absolutely not. We're coming back out, and we're going to be coming out with some new items here. So let me get this pulled up.
That's why we do these end of the year things, man. I'm trying to help the people out. I told Taco Bell the Fucko of the Year, jacking prices up when Taco Bell used to be the top of the value menu in the game, and now they're like on the complete opposite. But now that in 2024 they've revamped their value menu, and I'm taking credit.
Would this be qualified as the TSP rocket, Bobby?
Yeah.
There we go. 2024 Live Mas, because they're coming in with a new items. Taco Bell is unveiling over a dozen new menu items for 2024, including, but not limited to, chicken nuggets, Cheez-It Crunch Wraps, and Baja Blast Gelato, and are among them blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, those are pretty much the other items there. So this one's going to have the Katina chicken menu. I'm pretty sure that's what you partaked in, Bobby, is what you were talking about over here. For the kids, for the children.
I don't have chicken nuggets.
Yeah, they're gonna have some crispy chicken nuggets.
Come on, T-Bell.
The cheesy chicken crispinata.
That's what I had.
Yeah.
I feel like they gotta be waxing for the chicken nuggets. I feel like
they have a cheesy.
Yeah. I bet you'll get like a 5-piece for $6 or something nuts.
Cheesy street chalupas. Mountain Dew Baja Blast Gelato.
That'll be interesting because I like gelato. It's like a smoother ice cream. Baja Blast is, obviously a legendary item. So
a cheesy enchilada dipping taco. And I ain't going. It's another Cinnabon Light.
That's Dulce de Leche, baby.
Come on.
There you go. And they got some brand collabs with Cheez-It. So they got a Cheez-It Crunch Wrap.
That could be a banger, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, that could be a banger with the Cheez-It shell or whatever.
And what's that one, Bobby?
Tahini.
Tahini will be adding spicy, tangy deliciousness.
Like a lime, like seasoning, spicy lime seasoning. It's good stuff.
Is that going to be
like street corn? They put on street corn and stuff.
Is that like a sauce?
It's a seasoning.
Oh, a seasoning. Okay. Yep. Aardvark, secret Aardvark. Portland-based hot sauce.
Yeah. Okay.
It's right up there with scorched sauce.
That's close to the bubonic plague, though. I'm not messing with that. It's up to
True.
Let's see. Disha Hot. Singer Omar Apollo's family hot sauce. Interesting.
No idea.
Salt and Straw, another Portland-based ice cream company.
What is the call?
Gotta pass.
Beekeeper Coffee.
Okay, they're gonna make a horchata. I mean, that might be
a nice cold brew coffee to start their morning breakfast, because I know they've gotten the breakfast game as well.
Hold on. What's?
Where'd you see the horchata, Bobby? They got it. They can't. Mess
under the Beekeeper, it says partner with Taco Bell to create the horchata cold brew latte, which is currently in the testing pipeline.
See, I love horchata. In Ohio, you don't find the good horchata everywhere. If Taco Bell can make that work, then come on. Ooh.
And Taco Bell is again asking its reward members to vote on which retired menu item should return to the limited time this year. Last year, the beefy crunch burrito won over the Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Tacos. This year, the Mexi Melt in Caramel Apple Empanada will be go ahead to head. What?
All right.
Which one are you voting for, Bobby?
I don't know if I've ever had a Mexi Melt, but I know that I've never had that caramel apple empanada either. But I bet that's fire.
That sounds great,
Is
actually.
that thing that I had with the chicken and everything? You're gonna have caramel apple, probably cinnamon inside that
Yep.
fried shell. That's gonna be a banger. But yeah, Taco Bell's making some moves, but we already know the prices of these are gonna be just outlandish.
And the new Taco Bell restaurants, though, they're like, we just got a new one on one of our main streets, and they're like, I like them. They're kind of fancy. So I mean, like it beats the old.
Is that the one where we talked about months ago? We reviewed like these new like futuristic Taco Bells where they have like, it's like if you go to a bank drive-through, they have like the tubes or the elevator. It drops like the actual restaurant's second floor, and they have a drive-through as the first floor. You drive under, and they have multiple lanes, and they drop the food on elevators.
That's great. No, this one, we're still in Findley, Ohio. That's not this.
Flag City, baby, come on.
Yeah, I mean, that would be crazy. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Like, but I'll tell you what, I frequented because our Taco Bell on the street was gone for a few months when they were rebuilding. So I frequented in the past month and a half, probably too many times. But they're efficient, man. They're good. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Taco Bell. I mean, they're on the right track, but they got to make some more changes, man. My boy up there, he loves him a soft taco supreme. No tomato, but them things are almost $3. Soft taco should not be $3, man. Soft taco should be
bananas.
$1.50. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even that's teetering.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like $2.79, man. At least here, and every location seems to be like the prices vary. So these like franchise owners can kind of just decide on however they want to charge, man. But there's no reason that 4 people at Taco Bell should be $40 plus dollars. You know what I mean?
I agree. I've got 2 thoughts on the brain. Can I get them off real quick? They're not related.
Yes,
100%.
Okay.
D'Lo, you have an amazing voice.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's first one. But
there we go.
First, I'm sweet, and then I'm gonna throw a sour at you.
Uh-oh.
I want the sour first, dude. Give me the veggies first.
But no, it's not really a sour at you. It's just an AD question. Does your black dog use the N-word in the household?
I allow it.
Okay.
It's fair. Yeah, I mean, what can you do?
Yeah, for sure. I had to ask. I'm sorry. That's it. That's all I had. That's just
it. Yeah, that's fair. It's fair. It's a fair, valid question.
All right, there you go.
So my question, because I have a Bobby question then. So if D'Lo, blurts it out on an accident, he says, "It's all right, I have a black dog." Is he valid?
No, not valid at all.
Okay, all right.
What if 23andMe said I'm 2%?
Oh, all right.
I mean, based on the one drop rule, right? Then I guess you'd be valid. But I will say that the logic is mixed, and he's caught a lot of flack for the consistent overuse of it. I feel like, but yeah, man. I did a presentation on the spectrum of hybridity. I have Logic, Michael Wentworth from Prison Break at this end, and you've got Cole, Bob Marley, and Tracy Ellis Ross at this end. I didn't include Drake in mine because
wait. That the Prison Break dude is part black?
Yeah, I think I messed up his name. Wentworth Miller. Wentworth Miller.
Wow, I didn't know that. It was like a year ago now. That's one of the best shows I've ever watched in my entire life.
One of the best shows of all time.
And the crazy thing is, like, TikTok gets a lot of flack. Somebody posted some random clip from the show. I was just scrolling through, and I was like, "This is fire!" And somebody in the comments said, "Prison Break." I went to Hulu. I banged that series out in like a month.
Yeah, no, same. Yeah.
Oh my god, first 3 seasons. That's like some of the best television in history. There's a drop off, but it's still pretty captivating through the end. But
yeah, no, you got when you're so committed, you got to watch it through. Like,
the last season, like some weird shit they should have not even wasted their time on. But
right,
yeah, man, God, I want to rewatch. Like, knowing everything now, I want to rewatch it again at some point.
It's fine. I agree.
I had no idea though. That's cool.
Yeah, neither did I.
Bad though.
Looked it up.
Before we get into these tiers, I do have one more question, man. Has anyone said that you look like Devin Booker yet?
D'Lo, this for you
from the Phoenix Suns. No, this would be for you.
No, I've never got D Book. I wouldn't be mad if I got D Book. I'm a D Book fan. I don't think I see the D Book. He still looks like a baby. Like he got the fresh booty face. Like it's not even like I don't want to go too far here. But like got smooth skin, and then like it just still looks like man, you got like your face is like a baby's ass. Like it's just smooth, and there's nothing. Like is there any sign of hair growth? There's no stubble, nothing. I mean, I'll take D Book though. That's a pretty dude, man. So I'm not mad at the. Yeah, I'll take D Book.
Yeah. Okay.
I need him to get a ring, you know. So like, cause yeah, I'm a fan, but like, come on, we gotta get you together, right? Come on, man. Jeez.
All right, D'Lo. Let's jump into this week's TSP tiers. We decided we're gonna do 90s cartoons.
Yeah, I gotta work on maybe a transitional for our tiers. It's a reoccurring theme here, so let's get this popped up.
It's a big list. Bang! I'm excited to go through it here. And then I know most of these, but I have the list over here as well in case we run in. But I've noticed that there's kind of a lot of repeats. So
yeah, we won't even
run into
touch
them. We'll just leave them down there or whatever. So
yeah.
But I think looking at most of these, I've at least glanced at some of these and definitely watched most. So I'm excited to run through these and see what's what. Start with Angry Beavers. I mean, that's a popular Nickelodeon show. It wasn't one of my faves. So I mean, for me, it'd probably live in like the B or C range. But obviously, I don't know where you guys.
What does S mean?
Superior. So that's like the top. That's like the very top. You know, A, B, C, D, F. Yeah.
I would probably second I don't know which one I'd go with, but I'd second the Angry Beavers to B or C for sure.
Okay, yeah, it's a classic.
Now, Deal, obviously you're a little bit younger than us, so I don't know. Have you watched a decent amount of these? I mean, you're probably more like 2000s.
I'm looking through some of them, and yes, I've seen a lot of.
I mean, there's gonna be some classics in there.
At least half.
Yeah, okay. You can throw Angry Beavers can be C. Animaniacs, that was like they're always on like WB for us.
Crazy.
Yeah. And that's probably another that'd probably go there as well for me. And now we're getting into like, you know, your public broadcasting, PBS, shout out. Arthur's A. I used to watch that as a kid.
I was gonna say an A or a B.
I learned some things, yeah.
Came out with a famous meme, well-used meme.
And one of the Marleys did the theme song, I'm pretty sure.
Did not know that.
Banger. Yeah. Batman. Shoot. Probably B. Batman animated.
Yeah. Animated Batman B.
Yeah. Beavis and Butthead.
It's a classic.
It's gotta be,
at least a B, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. And then we got Captain Planet, man. Captain Planet was a banger. I thought that was more 80s and 90s, but it probably bled into the 90s. Probably B as well. It was a good show.
Cat Dog's a classic. Dog?
I don't know. That's like C for me. I was never huge.
Oh, you giving Cat Dog a C?
Where you putting it?
I never got into it.
I gotta without going through it, I'm gonna go B. I gotta put Cat Dog at B. At least B.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cat Dog is hard.
And then this one,
I never
watched that. Okay.
What is this?
It's like, is it Spy something?
Something Kids.
I can look it up.
I forgot the title. That cartoon looks familiar.
Kids Next Door.
Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar. Never tapped in either.
Yeah. So if you're familiar, you can put it where you see fit.
We'll probably put C with Angry Beavers. It's probably up there.
Courage the Cowardly Dog. I mean, that's B or C for me.
B or C.
Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network.
You probably you can put it. The B's probably good. The Cow and Chicken though, I remember we used to watch that. It was like 11 o'clock. Come on, Cartoon Network. I was a big fan. It's kind of a weird show, but it was pretty funny. I can go in B.
I don't think I ever tapped in.
And then that's
is that Velma?
Daria.
Oh, Daria.
Never watched.
It was on MTV. Yeah, it was like, I don't know, like D. I never got into it. Now we're starting to get into some shit. Darkwing Duck.
Never seen it.
Same.
That's probably a B. Dexter's Lab, I think, could be an A.
Come on.
Doug, A.
A.
And here we go. DBZ, S. Come on, baby. You see the
I know we
background.
tapped in, but it's got a whole.
Oh,
I know.
Ed Nettie.
A. B.
Yeah.
A, B.
What do you
I
think?
like Ed and Eddie. Yeah, A.
Okay. Yeah, it's cool. Family Guy. I'd
S.
probably put them at S. Yeah. Freakazoid. I've never watched.
I never watched.
Futurama. B.
Where you got, AD?
I'm gonna split. I'll go A.
Ooh, you put me in a bind.
What do you got? What do you think?
I'd probably say.
If you say B, then you take it to B.
Yeah, I'd probably say B.
All right, and then we got Gargoyles. This is a popular Disney cartoon.
I never tapped in.
They probably live in B as well.
Never seen this.
Love the Goofy movie.
Oh.
Fire. Goof Troop though, probably like a C.
I don't know if I ever actually,
You ever watched that Goofy movie with Powerline and?
I watched the Goofy movie. I don't know about the Goof Troop though.
Hey Arnold, that's S.
S.
That's all day. Johnny Bravo can probably live in B.
Yeah.
King of the Hill.
Oh,
A.
it's S. S.
Okay, yeah, I don't hate it.
That next
Magic School Bus is A.
Oh, you got an A?
Yeah.
I'm going S.
Ooh.
As a kid, as a kid, that's unmatched
Another fire theme song too.
for sure.
Yeah,
I think
was
that like Little Richard or something?
You know that I have no idea for real.
I could be wrong. I should probably look that up while I'm just spitting out.
This is
Never seen this next one.
What's it called again? Teenage
Uh,
Robot or something like that?
My Life as a Teenager.
My Life as a Teenager. That's what it's called.
Little Richard, baby. I know some
That's
shit.
crazy.
I'm a '90s kid. Let's go.
What's this one?
Wow.
My Life as a Teenager. I've never watched that.
I'll probably put D.
Pinky and the Brain. B. Pokemon. S. Come on, baby. Pokemon movie made me cry. I remember. Powderpuff Girls.
A.
B.
B. Okay, B works.
You got Real Monsters.
Magic and Spice and Everything Nice. Come on.
Come on, D-Lo. Come on, D-Lo. Take a step.
I don't hate it.
My daughters would hate me if I didn't put an A.
Come on.
Real Monsters. I wasn't a big fan of that. So whatever you guys, I'd probably put that like C.
For real.
I'd say C.
We got some heavy.
We got some heavy hitters going, dude. Recess is S. Ren and Stimpy.
I never locked in, but it's heavy culture, heavy pop culture.
Kind of wild to watch as a kid. I can't.
Inappropriate as hell.
Yeah.
It's B.
Yeah. Rocket Powers S.
S.
Yep.
Ooh,
Rocko's Modern Life S.
Come on.
Rugrats S.
I got an S.
Sailor Moon.
I'm not tapped in.
I'd probably put C. I'm not a big Sailor Moon.
I don't know. I never watched.
All right, yeah, you can throw it on C.
S.
SpongeBob S. Yeah. Tailspin. B.
Yeah.
The Disney cartoon, solid. Simpsons is S.
Man.
Tiny Toons is a B. I used to watch shit out of that actually. Ninja Turtles S.
Yep.
That's easy.
Oh,
Wild Thornberries.
Wild Thornberries.
Yes.
I wasn't a fan, but
you weren't a fan of Wild Thornberries?
Not really.
Oh my goodness. That's an easy S for me. Where are you taking it, D-Lo? Where are you taking it? Bridge the gap. Where would you put it, Bobby, if you had to put it somewhere?
C. Yeah, where would you put it? You put C?
C? Ooh.
Yeah, I never got into it, man. I think it used to come on like either before or after Rocket Power, and I'm flipping the channel, man.
I just gotta line up with that.
I wouldn't put it in C based on what we have in there.
You got A or B?
I'll probably go A with it.
Come on.
I want to change. I definitely want to change A group. Can we make a mid change here?
Come on.
We
Angry
got
Beavers to B.
Come on, D-Lo, run me. Come on.
fair. All right.
It's
X-Men
growing on me.
S,
Which is one?
and then X-Men S, and now we're starting to run it like a lot of these, like these next 4, 5,
Done it.
6.
Done it.
Are,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man S.
Come on.
Okay. That might be it.
What is that? Oh, that's Rocket Power. I'm tripping.
I think
I
that.
think
Oh no! Right here is
so.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mm,
I never
same.
got into it, man. Like C, that might ruffle some feathers, but
Put a D.
You
putting it C?
I see Digimon. 1, 2, 3, 4th row. Third to last.
Where's that?
Digimon's a C. Let me see. I think that may be it finally.
Yeah, that should be it. I think that everything else is a copy. So here we go.
Oh, I like the list. I like it. This is fire.
So we got that going. And we go, boom, back to this. And then I got this going here so we can take a real good look at what our product is going to be for the tiers.
Ooh.
That's our product.
Hey, Arnold Recess, man, that's great. Yeah, no, you got S has got some Simpsons, SpongeBob, Rocket Power.
Yeah, I'm glad I moved based on what we were putting in C category. I'm glad I moved Angry Beavers up to B as well.
Yeah, I mean that's a solid ass list right there. I mean,
yeah, it really is. Really is. Doug, man. Doug was classic. Skeeter, shout out to man. My goodness. Whew.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get many complaints on this.
No, man. No way. How could you?
Where did we put Oh yeah, we got Dragon Ball Z.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. My bad. Nope, all good. I'm done. Man.
There you go. TSP tiers, baby. Week.
Come on.
Episode 167. 90s cartoons.
Yes.
There we go. Another banger. But that'll pretty much put a bow on a fantastic episode. AD, before we do close out, I want you to definitely throw out the socials where people can see what you're doing, watch what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, I've been enjoying the YouTube. You got an underrated YouTube channel, by the way, too. You've been putting content on there for, you probably had that, 10 plus years, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 23.
I mean, there's stuff on there from radio interviews with pretty much anyone you can think of. There's freestyles from anyone you can think of, really. I'm on there.
Yes.
Our boy Saz on there. Yet, I mean, there's sneaker videos, which I was looking through not that long ago, and some of them you got some big time views on them sneaker videos, man.
Those are fun. Those are fun to do for sure.
Yeah, all the way to today. You know, everything you're doing at the university, all the radio stuff you're doing, the spoken word stuff you're doing now. I think it's definitely some stuff that a lot of people should go check out, and I think they'll enjoy it. But yeah, please put the word out.
Yes, sir. No, I appreciate it. Most socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok are AD is blessed. That's A right there. Yep, AD is blessed. YouTube is youtube.com/AD is elevated. Yeah, man. And yeah, I'm ready to work, man, ready to collab and help and serve. So however I can help somebody out there, shoot me a holler, man, and let's get it cracking.
There it is. And like I said, I planted seed earlier. Hopefully we'll get some water on there, but I want to see the ADX D-Lo interview sometime in 2024. We gotta make it happen.
On. No, hey, let's make it. No, it's out there. We're gonna make it happen. Before you guys do close, if you don't mind, I want to say thank you one more time. Thank you. This has been amazing. So and fun, very fun. So yeah, I'm once again big fan, and I'm eager and excited to see your continued success. Not only on TSP, but just in life in general. But I do love the TSP content and seeing that. So yeah, keep it cooking, man. Y'all are gonna win and continue to win.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much, man. It's always a pleasure talking to you. Hopefully it'll be a little bit sooner the next time. We need to get you up here in the 419, man.
Come on, yes, sir.
Toledo, you know. But anyways, D-Lo, that's a wrap for episode 167. You know what time it is?
Yes, sir. number 167 in the books. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again, AD, for hopping on with us. You've been thanking us, but we should be really thanking you for molding our minds on this episode with some of TSP exclusives, that is, and applying that double LA. All right, listen, learn, apply. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what he does, and that's what he does best. We wish you, from TSP to you, AD, a bright future with the children's books, the illustrations, and everything you do going forward. From myself, Bobby, Joe, hope you get well, and AD, have a wonderful week. Be sure to follow us on all of our social platforms at TSP_2019. That's X, YouTube, and Instagram, and TikTok. Have a wonderful week, friends. Take care.